Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing in this quick Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made, computer software trading probability-based trading alert, technical analysis, and company philosophy as I'm your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere as old Vincenzo has brought back truth and most importantly integrity back into the trading sphere. And we're going to start out with some breaking news going on here, and also my Bitget partner link down below if you want to trade this volatility on a trusted source that old Vincenzo has approved. Uh, Down below in my old Vincenzo link, it has been brought to my attention that there is now up to a $5,000 bonus based on your initial deposit requirements. If you just click on my beautiful link to support the channel and sign up to trade with Bitget, right, as your cryptocurrency trading site, and all the details are down below in that link. It's beautiful. It's right at the top. Bitget partner / Vincenzo down there, and you get up to a $5,000 bonus, right? That's a beautiful bonus, specifically and exclusively with my link down below. But if we start with some breaking news here, you can see neobank K-Bank may have to postpone IPO plan as crypto winter tightens, right? An up-and-coming South Korean bank appears to be suffering from the crypto market's volatility and may have to shelve its initial public offering IPO plans if the crypto winter continues. And Vincenzo thinks we're just getting into the thick of things now. Per E-News today, K-Bank, the banking partner of the market lending crypto exchange Upbit, is experienced difficulties. This is just the latest casualty in carnage being left in the wake of the crypto winter. The report explains that the bank, which had hoped to follow its biggest rival, uh, Kakko Bank, onto the stock market, Kakko Bank, I don't know how to pronounce that. The stock market has been hit with a double whammy of bad news. Upbit Alliance brought a huge number of customers to the bank, uh, buying its market value, leading K-Bank to formulate ambitious IPO plans under South Korean law. All crypto exchanges customers must hold a real name verified bank account with the exchange's partner bank and conduct all the fiat-related transactions through this bank. With crypto investments skyrocketing across South Korea during the most recent bull market, thousands of new customers came to K-Bank, drawn mainly by the fact that K-Bank, as a neobank, allowed crypto investors to open their accounts online, right? So this is just another hit in the cryptocurrency sphere. Late last year, Bit daily trading volume was 20.3 billion level per coin Gecko data, but at the time of writing, the figure has shrunk to 3.3 billion. That's a big fall from 20.2 USD billion to 3.3. That's a big fall, despite the fact that K-Bank pocketed some 4.5 million in fees from Upbit customers in Q1. Sudden market swings have caused problems such as with K-Bank loan to deposit ratio, financial sector explains, right? That's bad news. So this is just another hit that some of this is all coming unraveling. And you can see we're going to get into this next article here after we look at the Bitcoin price, right? You can see we got a big breaking news thing there, right? Looking at some coin updates. You can see, let's go right into the Bitcoin price, and then we're going to get back into that update there. I think it's very important. You can see the Bitcoin price we've been talking about. I've been thinking there was going to be a pump, but it's repeatedly got rejected up here, right? And it almost looks like we have to come back down and touch the 19,893. And then if that can't hold, we're going to start to come down to some of these lower levels in that dreaded white support zone that is really the true starting into a last line of defense to the catastrophic crypto collapse, right? That nobody wants to see in the crypto sphere because it's got cascading effects. But we're getting awfully close to that, and you can see where we thought we were going to try to break out, we've got rejected, right? Volume continues to decrease besides that big sell volume, right? And then all the volume here that the orders were stacked, right? As some of the selling and the shorts turn the buyers, right? So that's what's going on right now, and that's what we're looking at. You can see we're trying to get a pump right, in the hour time frame, but we keep getting rejected, and it almost looks like it wants to come down to here first and then maybe bounce back up into here, right? Could it still break through this and bounce up? Yes, but it almost looks like it's got to come down here first. But we're going to keep paying attention for that because this is an ever-changing market, and the coins are just bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So we're going to have to pay close attention to see exactly what happens here through the course of this evening. As you can see, the price is moving up and down. There's not really a lot of volume except when you see this sell pressure come in, right? Sell pressure's down, sell pressure down, sell pressure wick down, sell pressure down, sell pressure down, little sell pressure. It didn't really do anything, right? So we're in a stagnant pattern here. And it looks like even if you ride this a little longer, it almost looks like you have to come back down at least to retouch this temporarily because I know there are buyers down here and that can get you to shoot up real quick. But right now, it's the price is struggling where it's at, and we're just gonna have to continue to watch it to see if anything changes. Because if we go over here to the dollar had a big rally yesterday, and now the dollar is down 0.1% on the open today. And if we zoom out to the 2 hour time frame, you know this morning the dollar was rising, the stock markets were rising, and Bitcoin was rising. And we said two of the three of those were gonna have to change, right? And the thing that stayed the same was the dollar continued to rise, the stock market had a bad day, the Dow Jones, the Standard and Poor's, the Russell 2000, right? If we take a look at those, and the dollar continued to rise today, right? So that was the one thing that kept going up, and the other two changed. Now it almost looks like, are we going to have a repeat of the dollar down, 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 and now we're back up here? Are we going to have a repeat down, or is this going to hold some and get some holding power and make another run back up at this 104.929 upper resistance, right? That's very important because you can see the stock market. The Dow Jones was down 500 points today. The Standard and Poor's was down 2.5%, and the Russell 2000 was down 1.18%, right? And now you can see the Nasdaq. These futures continue to run at night, so it gives me able to look because I don't have the futures market on the other ones, so they only run during market hours. But you can see where we're at now in the old Nasdaq. We're coming back to this major support and resistance that it tried to hold here, had that nice rally. But if we fall and fail to hold this, if we look at the Nasdaq and zoom out, you can see this is the top part of a falling channel. And if we get rejected again by the 200-day moving average like we did here, and you see the big fall down the lower support, right? If we get rejected, and that's what this is, you're going to fall all the way back down to here real quick. And then your next major underneath support is down here on the channel and down on this purple ring, right? So this is a very critical time, and we really need to pay attention to what's going on in the NASDAQ, the dollar. I would like to see natural gas get below 6. I was very close to cashing in on my options, and then they went the other way. We still got a little bit of time left to correlate that all into crypto. As you can see, the cryptos are pumping now, right? Everything's going green. Everyone's getting happy, right? You can see the Bitcoin is pumped in the last few minutes right here, even though it's, I don't look like a lot because it's not, but the volume's still not there. So we're gonna have to pay close attention to actually see what continues to go on. As I think this connection that we got going on between the equity markets, the dollar, you can see gold just hanging out. Even though my mining stocks are getting hammered, I can only emphasize this enough. Pan America Silver, Kinross Gold, if you're a gambler, Riverboat Gambler, GPL, B2 Gold and Fortuna Silver and AEM. AEM, Fortuna Silver, B2 Gold, Kinross Gold, Pan America Silver. They're great opportunities. Great opportunities to get into the mining sector and to start uh, really starting to fortify your positions. I got in. I been accumulating in the last 3 years. Yes, they're down right now. They've been up, they've been down, and right now we're currently down. And I use the downtime as spots to stack my gold positions because I'm getting a yield on them, right? 6, 4, 5, 6% dividends a year. It's not a lot when you don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in there, but it's accumulating free shares, and it's actually doing quite well because I do feel like there's going to be a big bull market in the gold mining stocks, and I'm going to be in because if you're, it's a patience man game though, because if you don't accumulate over a long period of time in the gold mining stocks, when they finally wake up And when they finally get into favor, they move so quick. By the time you try to chase them, it just ends up being a disaster because you have to get your positions ready and sit on ups and downs and collect those dividends and let them turn into free shares, right? And then so when it moons, you can just sit there and ride the wave and sell into the pump whenever you're satisfied, right? And you can see what happened with XRP is we diagnosed this pump out beautifully, right? How it was sitting here bouncing on the orange support zone, and we said it had a great pump to come up to this white support line, and then it would get rejected. Then it was consolidating within this what looked like a symmetrical triangle, but it broke down bearish. And now if you want to try to get, what is that? Oh, we got to get that out of there. If you want to try to get that 37 cent upper resistance, if you want to try to get a nice little targeted move out of this, uh, flag, symmetrical triangle that I like to call them. You go from the top of the symmetrical triangle, right? This is hard because it's in a smaller area. Oh, this is going to be a bitch. Make it a little bit bigger so we can pull it and bring it to the point of a breakout. And you can see that roughly gets you right down here to the 32.7 cents. And that is the start of the last pump. And that is that critical white support box that we said and talked about when it was up here getting rejected. If it couldn't break north out of this, and hit that upper target of 42 cents. The bottom side target was coming down into this white support area, and then it would have to hold that because if it couldn't, it would come straight down here to 28 cents, right? So this is a very critical spot for XRP right now, and we're going to continue to watch that and pay attention to see what happens to that because it's very important for the price and where the price ends up being. And then this last article I want to get to, you can see where's this at? This is very important. Bitcoin reserve risk metric approaches all-time. What do we got here? Data shows the Bitcoin reserve risk indicator has recently plunged down and is recently recording an all-time low. Only set back in the 2015 bear market, 2020 COVID. Bitcoin reserve risk suggests holding relays relative to price is strong, right? So that's good news for Bitcoin, but that's not the article I wanted to read. Right here. This is what I wanted to read. Outflows rock Bitcoin as international investors pull the plug, more downside coming. Outflows, and this is News BTC. Outflows have been the order of the day since the price of cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin has begun to crash. The same sentiment has spread through individuals as well as institutional investors, leading to massive sell-offs in the space. Despite the price of Bitcoin recovering in recent weeks, it seems that the sellers are not done just yet as outflows have ramped up over the last week to 453 million leaves Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin has been seeing reversal trends with inflows coming in for the prior week. However, this has only been short-lived as outflows have continued to rock the digital asset, right? 453 million for the digital asset is one of the largest outflows ever recorded in the digital asset and has wiped out the majority of inflows on a year-to-date basis, right? That's really strong, and that's bearish, major bearish sentiment in the market, along with some of the other recent articles that we have talked about. That is very critical to what's going on and is worth noting and paying attention to as we continue to see a volatile, bearish market with bullish intervals to see exactly what's going to play out. Well, Vincenzo still thinks we have a lots of downside to go on the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in this bear market with ups and downs, and it's going to be highly volatile. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.